matapos tila ibulgar sa publiko ang pagpigil sa kanya na makapagtanong kay Congressman Stella Gimbol sa plenary budget hearing ng ilang kaalyado ni Speaker Martin Romualdez para hindi mausisa 6 trillion budget para sa taong 2025. Sagip Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta tinanggal na ng Kongreso bilang Vice Chairperson ng Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability matapos aminin ng Sagip Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta na hindi na siya nakapagsalita sa plenaryo at tila hinarangan siya ng mga kalyado ni Speaker Martin Romualdez para hindi makapagtanong at mabusisi ang controversial na Marikina representative na si Stella Gimbol at para hindi mausisa ang 6 trillion budget para sa taong 2025 at ngayon sa nayaring pagdinig sa budget ng Office of the Vice President saan nakadalo si Congressman Rodante Marcoleta at magtanong sa representative ng TOA kung ilang government agencies yung may notice of disallowance at dapat ipatawag din para makagawa ng maayos na bata ay tila pumalag ang ilang kongresista at sinabing tinanggal din siya sa pagiging member ng committee. Kaya't napag-alaman na tinanggal si Cong Rodante Marcoleta bilang Vice Chairperson ng Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability at hindi na rin ito pasalid bilang membro na sabing committee. Nakiwari tuloy ng taong bayan bakit biglang tinanggal. Marami palang may notice of disallowance na government agency pero bakit ang OVP lang ang tila pinag-iinit ng Kongreso? Komento pa ng ilang dismayadong netizen. Grabe na talaga ang pagigipit nila kay Marcoleta dahil ang bakinontra sila at di nakaporma sa kanilang mga hearing dahil si Marcoleta lang ang nag-iisang congressman na may paninindigan at hindi nasisilaw sa pera. Wala na talaga to sa hulog si Tam. Pinatalsik at pinanggal pa talaga si Cong Marcoleta sa committee. Iba na talaga tong Kongreso. Pag hindi ka alyado, tanggal agad. Ayan na, tinanggal talaga si Cong Marcoleta. Wala nang ibang nagutos niyan kundi si Tamba. Yan kasi sila magaling kapag hindi ka alyado at kontra sa mga gusto nilang mangyari. Ayan, si Bak sa pwesto agad. Di mo talaga makikita na kapag kampi ka sa mga Duterte, agawan ka talaga ng issue. At si Bak at tanggal agad ang kapalit. Grabe ngayon lang talaga ito nangyayari. Ang ganitong pamamalakad, grabe ang pasabog ni Cong Marcoleta. Pinunyag na talaga sa harap pa talaga ng chairman na si Chua na sinibak na pala siya nang hindi man lang niya alam. Sobra na talaga ito. Ilahap yun na lang para wala nang sagabal sa mga plano ninyo dyan sa Kongreso. Sobra na talagang pinapakita niyong kabulastugan. Hindi pa kayo nakontento sa pagharang kay Marcoleta para hindi makapagsalita sa 6 trillion na mahigit na budget ng Kamara at pinatalsik at tinanggal pa talaga sa pwesto. Sobra naman ito. Wala na talagang hustisya sa Pilipinas. Ang Kongreso naging Supreme Court na talaga. Kung hindi pa nagsalita si Cong Marcoleta na tinanggal na pala siya sa committee ay hindi pa malalaman ng taong bayan. Grabe na talaga kayo. Sobra na pinapakita nyo sa taong bayan. Puro na mamahaling gamit ang pinapalabas sa publiko. Hindi na kayo nahiya. Pera ng taong bayan yan. Bilis tayo nyo. Basta pera talaga ang pag-uusapan, lalo na't malaking halaga ay gagawin talaga ang lahat para lang sa pansariling interes at gagamitin lang ang taong bayan para lang maging malinis sa mata ng publiko. Tandaan nyo ang kasabihang, ang karma di magsaba.
Hindi po ba yung mga opisina ng mayor ay nakakatanggap ng intelligence and confidential funds?
As long as it is part of their budget, Madam Chair, ay Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga po tinatanong ko sa inyo, kayo po nakakaalam kasi kung sino-sino sa kanila. Karaniwan po yung opisina ng mayor, nakatatanggap po, maaaring hindi lahat, ngunit nakatatanggap po basically yung opisina ng mayor. Tama po?
According to the joint circular po, LGUs whose peace and order is a priority concern, sila po usually yung nag-allocate ng confidential funds.
Kaya nga po, base po sa record ninyo, may mga mayors po, opisina ng mayor, na nakatatanggap ng confidential and intelligence funds. Kasi po kayo ang nag-o-audit eh.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Para hindi na tayo magtagal, ganun lang kasi. Pati po opisina ng gobernador, nakakatanggap din po ng ganung klaseng pondo, hindi po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yun pong PNP, nakakatanggap po.
Intelligence fund po sa
Opo,
PNP.
yung AFP, nakakatanggap po.
Yes po, Mr.
Ang
Chair.
opisina po ng ating Pangulo ay nakakatanggap po ng intelligence funds.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon po sa mga karamihan po ng opisina ng mayor at opisina ng gobernador at alimpang mga LGUs na maaaring makatanggap nito, depende sa kanilang pangangailangan. Yung AFP at saka yung ating kapulisan at ang ating ang opisina po ng ating Panguluhan, masasabi po ba ninyo na merong na-issuean po ng notice or notices of disallowance sa napakaraming opisina na tumatanggap ng ganitong pondo?
Mr. Chair, pagka meron naman pong mga ibang agencies na
Kaya nga po gusto ko pong malaman, halimbawa 2022 at saka 2023, ballpark figures lang po, ilan po sa mga official sa mga opisina ng mayor na nakatanggap ng confidential or intelligence funds ang subjected to notices of disallowance? Ilan po sa opisina ng gobernador, ganun din po yung tanong. At saka sa iba't ibang mga opisina pa, para malaman lang natin, kahit ballpark figures lang, ilan po yung na-issue nyo na notices of disallowance concerning these types of funds?
Mr. Chair, wala po kaming data on the said information today because we only have data on the OVP po. I cannot give an exact number
Bakit
today.
po? Kasasabi nyo lang na meron din kayong sinubject sa notice of disallowance eh. Bakit po yung opisina lang ng OVP ang meron kayong record?
Yung hawak po namin ngayon, Mr. Chair, since ito po yung subject ng inquiry, we are prepared as to the OVP. Pero as to other
O sige po, ganito na lang. Meron po ba kayong estimated na bilang ng na-issue nyo na kayo po kasi pag intelligence and confidential funds, kayo po yung auditing unit ang nakatoka para tingnan po ang pagkakagasta ng tipo ng fondong ito. Tama po?
Tama po, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Makapagsasabi po ba kayo ng estimated number? Ito po, kinabibilangan ng opisina ng mayor, ng gobernador, ng ISAP, ng kung ano-ano, ng siguro po, maski National Intelligence Security Council, AFP, ang kapulisan. Can you provide us a ballpark number of the notices of disallowance that your office has initially issued?
Mr. Chair, I cannot give you a ballpark figure now since hindi naman po ako involved sa entire ICFAO. So,
Wala po bang isa sa inyo na nakaupo ngayon sa aming harapan ang makapagbibigay man lang ng estimated number? Napakarami po ng mayor, napakarami po ng gobernador.
precisely, sir, kaya sa ibang division, wala po akong...
Pwede ba natin sabihin 100 or 500 notices of disallowance?
I cannot say po, Mr. Chair.
How can you help us? We are supposed to be doing this in aid of legislation. Kaya namin kayo pinatawag para tulungan nyo kami.
Mr. Chair,
Ang sabi po ng jurisprudence, which was quoted by no less than the former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Reynato Puno, quoting various jurisprudence. Kasama na po yung Arnold versus Nazareno. There should be a legislative purpose. That's number one requirement. The number two requirement, there should be pertinency in relation to those legislative purpose. Kaya po
Congressman Marcoleta,
tinatanong
you
ko,
have 1 minute.
tinatanong ko po ngayon, gaano karami, o sige ganito na lang, marami ba ang na-issue nyo po na notices of disallowance in connection with these types of fund?
Sir, I really cannot give an exact number
Hindi nga sabihin mo
today.
lang, marami.
Attorney,
Medyo marami.
Attorney Camora, could you please submit the documents that the Honorable Marcoleta is requesting?
Yes.
Kasi sa ngayon,
Mr.
bago ako
As to the
magtapos,
numbers.
Mr. Chair, I want
Yes,
to wind
Mr.
up now.
Yes.
I want
please
to wind up now. Can you at least sabihin mo lang, marami, medyo marami. Pati ba naman yun, hindi mo... Ang dami po nating mayor dito sa buong Pilipinas, ang daming gobernador, pati kapulisan, ISAP, AFP. So sabi mo kanina, marami na-cover ng... ilan ba?
Madam Chair, kung yung current year, I can answer na
O yung,
konti lang
on
po.
the average noon, yung halimbawa 2020, 2021, 2022, by way of your experience, by way of your former data,
Previous years po, I cannot say since bago lang po ako sa ICPAO. So, we could just provide you po with the documents.
Please wrap up. One last question, Congressman
What about
Marcoleta.
to the other members of the Commission on Audit? Through your experience, let's say in the last 10 years, wala kayong may bibigay? Alam po ninyo kung bakit ko tinatanong ito? Kung marami po kayong na-issue, at alam ko marami talaga, na notices of disallowance, pupuntahin natin dito lahat, hindi lang ang Office of the Vice President at dapat umupo dito. Lahat na po ng inisyuhan nyo ng notices of disallowance must sit here para makagawa po kami ng mas maganda, mas balanse na batas. Kung pag-uusapan po ay ang paggamit nitong intelligence funds. Do you understand, Madam?
Yes, I understand po the question.
So
However,
the committee is expecting to receive the number as well as the pertinent records pertaining to the issuance of notices of disallowance to the municipal mayors, governors, the PNP, the AFP, and such other agencies who are recipients of intelligence and confidential funds, because later on we will also summon them and sit
Congressman-
with us. Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair.
Congressman
Thank you.
Marcoleta, you cannot move because you are not a member of this committee.
It's good that you have raised that, Mr. Chair. I am a vice chair of this committee. On September 4, I was surprised because I saw the journal that I was replaced by my comare. The question is, if I am replaced as a vice chair, does that automatically mean that I am removed as a member of this committee? Before you answer that, Mr. Chair, I think I need some legal basis before you answer that.
Yes, your removal from the vice chair, you were removed in a plenary session, House Rules. Now, under Section 28 of the House Rules, it provides that the House shall, upon the recommendation of the Committee on Rules, organize committees, their membership, and jurisdiction. Therefore, your removal as vice chair and member of the House was a plenary action, and therefore, it should be the plenary who should include you as member or as vice chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, it was very clear that I was removed as vice chair. I was not removed as a member.
Because you were
There is this distinction between being a member and vice chair. If I
Yes,
was
but-
removed as vice chair,
but your appointment as vice chair, you were not appointed as member. Your appointment was as vice chair. So hindi naman po kayo
Mr.
inappoint
Chair.
muna as member bago kayo ginawang vice chair. Your immediate appointment was as vice chairman, and therefore your removal as vice chair will remove you as member also. Yun po yun.
Well,
And it's
that
a
is
plenary
your-
action. The committee has nothing to do with it.
that is your opinion, Mr. Chair, but I am expecting that some kind of a basis should be presented that upon removal of a vice chair, that automatically also removes him as a member of that committee. That's all I am asking, Mr. Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
We have already answered the manifestation or the inquiry of the Honorable Marcoleta.